Hello everyone, I'm Justin. Welcome back to the Geek Review. Today, we're going to talk about Cinderella. But before we talk about Cinderella, we need to talk about the short film that played before Cinderella. Yep, Frozen Fever, the next chapter in the Frozen saga. And it was cute. What can you say? They brought back all the original cast. They filled us in on what some of our favorite characters were doing, how they're getting along. It really did pick up sometime after the first film left off. And, it had an original song. It had some cute moments. Some characters who didn't get a whole lot of spotlight in the first film were given a little bit more fleshing out in this short film. Is it a blatant cash grab? But, it's Frozen. As a short film and a chapter 2 to the story of Frozen, it's good. I really can't fault it. It retained the magic of the film, and it really didn't do anything horribly wrong. Like I said, yeah, it is a blatant cash grab, but I like Frozen. I will say this though, if you thought the amount of merchandising done for the first film was bad, it's about to get a whole lot worse. I won't spoil anything, but it's good. It's worth checking out. Now, on to the main event. Cinderella. I liked it. I really did. I was going into the film, expecting another Maleficent. Where they just take what we loved and just... bleh. But this was nothing like Maleficent. In a good way. I really liked it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not such a hardcore Disney file that I will swallow every bit of Kool-Aid they put in front of me. They have to earn it. And they did. Here's the thing. When I fault a film, I fault a movie for not respecting their audience. And in this movie, Disney absolutely respected their audience. Let's face it, Disney has a formula, and that formula works. Yeah, it is a blatant cash grab. But Disney, they gave us what we needed. They gave us a Cinderella story that paid respect to the original film, but also fixed some of the things that were wrong with the original film. Yes, for our generation who grew up in the original animated film, we can accept fairy tales. But there's a whole new generation of young boys and girls who, fairy tales just aren't enough. The world we live in is cruel. It is harsh. And we need more than just magic happens and happily ever after is a thing. We need more than that. We can't just accept that. And that's really what this film is. This film is a next evolution of the classic Cinderella story. It plays all the same beats, for the most part, but it shows us that a princess doesn't have to be your typical, female who falls head over heels with the prince and happily ever after. And it shows that the prince doesn't have to be just some rich guy who looks good. these were actual human beings with actual human motivations, wants, needs, desires, hopes, fears, trials, tribulations, failures, and successes. And that's really what this new generation needs. I mean, it needs to show a lead female who, stays true to her ideals, who takes life into her own hands, who doesn't just do what she's told, who, suffers through great hardship and comes out on top. And it needs to show a prince who genuinely has, these feelings and these needs, and who, again, doesn't just do what he's told and isn't just your typical prince. And also, it needs to show us, a villain who isn't all entirely evil. She has motivations. And that's really what this film did. It took these 2D characters from the original film and made them three-dimensional. And yes, you add in the Disney magic, it hits the emotional beats, and it got me. And I really have to give credit where credit is due. I was really enjoying the movie as I was watching it, but I didn't quite understand why I liked it until I saw who directed it. Kenneth Branagh, who is absolutely fantastic. A Royal Shakespearean trained actor. He's done Hamlet. He's done so many amazing roles. He is absolutely amazing at telling stories. And he took this Cinderella story and made it human. And that's where it got me. Kenneth Branagh did an amazing directing job with this film. And I applaud the choice to make him director. I didn't know he directed it. But knowing that, I know why I like the film so much. Because it was real and because it was genuine. Yes, there is magic. There are fairy godmothers. Who, by the way, was played very well by Helena Bonham Carter. She adds just the right amount of whimsy. But in this world, with magic and fairy godmothers, there is still realism to this world. The magic only comes in when it needs to. Other than that, it's Cinderella's story, it's her emotional journey, and you feel every step of it with her. You feel sad for her when she's sad. You feel the rush of urgency as she's leaving the ball. And you absolutely jump for joy when she finally pulls through. Again, yes, is it a blatant cash grab? Absolutely. But it's Disney. And in this sense, in this case, the good far outweighs the bad. I can't fault Disney for what they did. They took this story and made it accessible to a generation that needs more than just fairy tales. I give Cinderella a well-deserved A rating. Should you see it? Yes. Should you pay for it? Absolutely. If the rest of Disney's live-action remakes are as good as this one, I have a positive outlook. So, that's my review of Cinderella. Take it or leave it. Please comment. I love sharing opinions on films. Like, share, subscribe. In the meantime, I'm Justin. This is the Geek Review. I'll see you at the next one.